If we are happy in the studio creating the music, you should be able to happy to generate something from the music as well. So me, I already told people from my little platform, I have to start changing the narrative of how they treat people that created music. If everybody is involved in the project, make sure that everybody is protected.
What's going on? Welcome to the New Music Business. I'm your host, Ari Herstand, author of How to Make It in the New Music Business, the book. Today, my guest is Fioke. He is the #1 Afrobeats artist in Nigeria. He's a guitar player. He's known initially as a guitar player. He has collaborated and played with Davido, Wizkid, Flavour, Tiwa Savage, Kiz Daniel, Simi, many others. And in Nigeria, he is a superstar. He is also a Fender endorsed artist. And for those of you who've been following me a bit, you know that Fender and I have teamed up and partnered on a bunch of different really cool projects lately. And Fender told me to check out Fiokee, and I'm glad I did. We had a great conversation. This episode is shorter. We had some technical issues. I don't know if it was his Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi, his computer, my computer, but for a long time we couldn't quite get it to work. So we have patched together. Hopefully it's cohesive, the parts of the conversation that we were able to record. He's got a really cool story, very inspiring dude, and he is just about to leave for tour. And actually, by your time you're listening to this, he might be touring Europe. Everything, of course, pending with the pandemic. As always, please like, follow, subscribe to this show. However you're listening to it right now, please hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment, up thumb this video, please. And head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave a 5-star review. That really helps. You can find me on Instagram at Ari Herstand, on Twitter at Ari Herstand. You can find Ari's Take on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And of course, visit aristake.com. Get on that email list. That is the most important thing you can do. That is where you're going to get all the most up-to-date information. aristake.com. All right, let's kick into the show. Fiokee, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So where are you right now? Where are you coming to me from?
Lagos, Nigeria.
Lagos, Nigeria. All right. There's thousands and thousands of miles between us right now, but by the wonders of modern technology, it's like we're in the same room with much
Yeah,
more latency.
I swear. I swear.
So how is it
Technology and
going?
everything just makes everything easy.
Yeah. How is how is the pandemic for you guys in Nigeria right now? Where are you at with it?
We are coping. We are coping. We've been on lockdowns throughout last year, but
Yeah.
it's a bit lesser now. I think there's a balance. We can actually go out and do our stuff, but still observe social distancing and COVID-19 rules. So we're
Nice.
fine. But it has affected our performances and events. So most
Mm-hmm.
of the events are indoors events. Like people like us, we are mostly in the studio. So I've always
Mm.
been in the studio. I've always been the studio guy. So it's like they're trying to trap me back into my sports. Yeah.
Are you so this last year were you doing a lot of recording with collaborators or mostly on your own?
Yeah, I've always been the studio guy, most time on stage with some artists like Flavour. But
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, I'm always in the studio tracking guitar for different artists.
Mm.
And in the process, I was working on my album project, which is planning to come up soon.
Mm-hmm.
For now, I'm trying to finish up some touches on some of the songs from the album. Then some of them they're already on the mixing process.
Yeah.
While I promote the new single I released last month,
Cut
just to
soap.
buy time for. cut soap. Yeah, you know the song already.
Oh, it's great. I love the
So
song. So let's talk about Cut Soap, and then I want to get into your process a little bit, and then I want to learn about the Nigerian music scene and you as a both guitarist, producer, and now as an artist yourself, ramping up to release your debut album. What does Cut Soap mean?
yeah, cut soap is like, you know, this soap, like you have a soap, a good soap that works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Soap is like success. So soap is like the symbol you are using to describe success. You
Ah.
get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
if somebody is successful in whatever they're doing, maybe you just bought a new car, you just got a new house, you just got a hit song, you just have got a new song released,
Uh-huh.
everything is going well for you, you're looking good, you're looking fly, everything is rosy, everything is soft. So we use soap as that symbol, like what soap are you using to wash yourself to actually look this
Mm.
good, to actually make it so to now say, please, can you share it to us? Can you share your success with us? Can you share your grace to us? So we use soap as a symbol. Please cut soap for me now. Share from your success story for me.
Oh.
Please show me way. Show guide me through. Yeah. So cut soap is just like a slang we use over here, just to generalize all these things.
Uh,
So I was smart about it. How we came about this cut soap was the Rebecca girl. She's a very, very good
mm-hmm.
artist. Just give her a microphone, she will start to do freestyle. Just give
Mm.
her a direction, musical direction, she will just do anything. She doesn't think before she start doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to have a session with her and another male artist because for my album I'm trying to pair different artists. If I have a male, I try to pair them with the female artist. While me
Mm-hmm.
as a guitarist, I'll be complementing and coloring the sound while they do the singing for me. So
Sure.
that day the male artist couldn't meet up because of the producer. He has a very good relationship and working the chemistry with him and the producer works better. So he wanted to involve the producer. So the guy couldn't meet up that day. And Rebecca was already in my studio. So I told her, like, Rebecca, today I don't want to waste this opportunity that we have together. We should be able to do something for our fans on the Instagram. So I decided to create. I just opened a project, created a loop, a
Mm-hmm.
template, just guitar guide and some kind of beats, like let me say demo. I just
Uh-huh.
created it for her to vibe. Before I even finished, she has already started singing. So I just recorded her vocals. I tracked my guitar. As we were doing that, I was recording live. I was doing the video. So when we uploaded it, start seeing positive comments like, "Have you released this song yet?" In my
Mm.
mind, I said, "This is not a song. We're just doing freestyle." So it sounded like if we should turn it to a proper song. I
Mm.
said, "Oh, Rebecca, from the reviews that we've seen so far, I think we need to go hit back to the studio." So I now called a producer friend. His name is Dia. So then Rebecca, both of them came back to my studio here. This is the
Mm-hmm.
microphone I used to record that cut so properly.
Hmm.
Then she had to come and sing it properly because what were doing it, the music was playing from the speaker, my guitar was playing, so our microphone was in the hand, so we couldn't separate the guitar from the mic, so we had to
Oh,
do it properly,
sure.
record our vocals properly, and everything came out right. We did that on that 30 minutes. 30 minutes we were done with that jam.
30 minutes, you made the whole
So
song?
that's how that song
That's
came about.
incredible. Wow. Wait. So the most interesting thing about that story to me is that
Yeah,
you kind of market
she didn't.
tested.
She doesn't
Oh yeah,
stress me like that. She doesn't stress me like that.
we got a little delay.
So
All right, let's keep it. Let's keep rolling with it. Okay, so you guys recorded Cut Soap in 30 minutes.
yeah,
So tell me the most interesting part of that story that you mentioned. It's almost like you market tested this song in real time with your Instagram following. Were you just on Instagram Live, or did you post it, kind of the demo as you were making it, and ask for feedback?
Okay, this is what happened. Most times I go on live, Instagram live to record maybe, but I don't. Sometimes I track it immediately what I'm playing. But this freestyle was from my phone, so
Mm,
I was recording the video on my camera, my phone
mm,
camera,
mm-hmm,
while I was tracking the guitar from Logic and the microphone from another channel. So while my guitar was recorded, like I'm doing now, right now, I'm recording my vocals. Doing in this interview.
mm-hmm,
So the microphone to Rebecca was recorded to while I was recording the video. So after everything, I was able to balance the vocals and the guitar and lay it on the video, manage the video, and make sure that the audio and the video was in sync.
mm.
So then I posted it on Instagram. That's how I did it.
And you got instant feedback that this was a song that you should pursue, that you should actually produce and record and release.
I could see that people actually love it, the synergy and the chemistry between my guitar and the Rebecca's vocals. The chemistry was top notch. So
Cool.
people actually loved that chemistry. They always say that. Some people say that anytime you link up with Rebecca, it's always a smash. So I said, Rebecca, I think we need to do this song properly. We need to come back to the studio. Let's record this song properly and give it to our fans. So I had to call a producer friend, Diaso. So he and Rebecca came back to the studio, and I think the post is on my page. When we had that studio session, I took a shot with three of us. We had a picture together on my page.
Mm,
So since I already had my guitar, I didn't
mm-hmm.
have to record the guitar anymore because my guitar was tracked. So Rebecca had to revoice her vocals because there was noise from my guitar while we were playing because I was playing from loudspeaker. So you couldn't
Oh, sure.
separate the vocals with the guitar. So I was able to re-record our vocals all over again. I just told her, you know what you do? Sing exactly what you sang on the freestyle.
Yeah.
Don't change any. So we had to repeat everything all over again, the same vibe. While my guitar was still there, I just added some few fill ups just to add more color and to give it that sonic I was looking for. Then the producer, my friend Yasu, under 30 minutes, we're done with this
Mm-hmm.
project. Under
Wow.
30 minutes. Yeah, less is more. So if you listen to the sound, you see that we're not playing too many things, but if
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that these guys are not jokers. They know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. That's great. No, that's really inspiring. Um,
Mm.
so, um, have you spent most of your career as a guitarist for other musicians, or as a producer, or as an artist, a performing artist, frontman yourself?
Most of the time, aside from band in 2001,
Mm-hmm.
I used to play in a live band where we have different singers sing for reggae, R&B, makossa, highlife, Afrobeat. Like these are different bases of Afrobeat. You're trying to incorporate different genres of music. There you have different singers. Some will be
Mm-hmm.
singing reggae, rock. Some will be singing hip hop. Those will singing rap. While you had just one guitarist, so I was able to separate myself into different genres of music to be able to actually interpret this music separately. Not trying to sound R&B when you're playing jazz. So just trying
Right.
to have a different tone, different feel, different accent, different color. So that really helped me a lot. So I came to another city called Lagos from my hometown for a reality show called Star Quest. After Star Quest, I joined the band where I
Mm-hmm.
recorded the first ever Afrobeat hit song from that I recorded on was Scapegoats by the Bunch. Scapegoats, if you check Scapegoat by the Bunch, that was my first ever hit song that broke me into the mainstream artist as a recording guitarist.
Mm.
As a recording guitarist, I was able to record on a digital production, not analog. So I was trying to make sure that I understand the difference between studio and stage because they are two different platforms entirely as a performer. So after then, other top artists like Davido, Wizkid, Patoranking, Nyanya, and top Afrobeat artists started looking out for me to record for them. So that's how I was able to become become the top Afrobeat recording guitarist. I influenced like 70% of hit songs since 2010 till death. So that's me for you. And most of the time, I'm more of a studio recording for artists. But there are two
Sure.
artists I've performed with on stage. I worked with the band for 4 years since 2010. I switched to Flavour 2014. I've been
Mm-hmm.
working with Flavour on stage performances for the band, then Flavour. That's since 2014 till date. But
Mm-hmm.
for every artist, studio recordings, I work for everybody. I'm not limited to any artist. But for stage performances, I do me, my performance, I perform for
Yeah.
myself, then
Right.
Flavor as a
Uh-huh.
guitarist for the artist Flavor. Then I
Mm-hmm.
perform for myself as a guitarist for Fioke. And
Right.
oh yeah. So sometimes I do unplug like one on one, me and artist. We just do
Cool.
Fioke and it's also artist. As I'll call it unplug. Just me and you.
Right. Right. Nice. Um, So tell me about the Nigerian music scene. I know that it is growing rapidly. And what is the driving force there in terms of discovery? Do you have streaming services that most people discover music on? Is it radio? How are people discovering new music there?
Okay. Here this is how the system works because I know this part of the world is beginning to appreciate uh, proper music publishing and distribution. Back
Mm-hmm.
then, it used to be bloggers. You need to you need to check a particular blog like Niger Loaded blog, not just okay,
Sure.
too exclusive. That's where people used to go and check out new content almost
Mm-hmm.
every weekend. So, but now you have what they call New Music Friday on every Twitter. They used to trend. Okay, every Friday, these are the music that you should look out for. They will now list them. Then you have some top bloggers, some top medias, radio,
Mm-hmm.
and influencers that you need to engage for people to create more awareness to for your contents to spread properly. So now is actually we're doing music business properly, unlike some years back that people didn't pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to the business part and the PR.
So I think you said earlier, right when we got cut off, that for Cut Soap, you and Rebecca, the singer on it, and your collaborator with the song, you have the proper splits set up.
Yeah,
Because you're an independent artist and you distributed the song independently, I believe through the distributor 1RPM. How do
yeah.
you set up the splits, and where did you register everything to make sure that everything that you would both get paid properly?
Okay, so number one, I'm a member of a society called PRS for Music in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have a publisher, I call them Capture the Sound of Music. They're based in New York. So I have a lawyer, I have a team that handles the legal part of the music, that's the business. So I had
Nice.
to talk to Rebecca's team and the producer. Okay, I'm Fiokee, I am on my own record label. I'm trying to push this thing as an independent brand. Okay, this
Mm-hmm.
is what I think this is what I feel I should share with you guys on this song before I release it. So we came to our agreement. So I contacted my team. We did the split sheet, and then I asked them for their society number. We then I sent it to my publisher to actually plug it in the system.
Mm-hmm.
Then 1 RPM, I had a meeting with them. Okay, I presented the split sheet. This is what we have to share for everybody involved. I know this is actually quite new to the system. There are some artists that used to bring, when I used to bring ideas about publishing, can I get my publishing? They already become a threat to them because they don't have knowledge about what you're saying. But I
Mm-hmm.
thank God that everybody's beginning to have an awareness about how to actually go about this music business because everybody needs to eat.
Right.
If we are happy in the studio creating the music, you should be able to happy to generate
Yes.
something from the music as well. So me, I already told people from my little platform, I have to start changing the narrative of how they treat people that created music. If everybody is involved in the project, make sure that everybody is protected.
Hmm.
both sound in sound and legal. So we have
Yeah.
to be happy. So that if I say, okay, I have another project we need to work on, you remember how I treated you the last time? How
Mm-hmm.
did you have a good ground working together? If you now remember that, oh, this guy actually respects creativity and respects the people that are involved in the project, I think I'm safe working with Fioke. So that's the mentality and the idea of me working with different people.
I love that, and that's great. I mean, it's it's kind of what goes around comes around, and I appreciate hearing that when you treat your collaborators respectfully and professionally, and that you show them, even if they might not really understand how everything gets set up so they get paid properly, you show them the way and you kind of help guide them as
Yeah.
yeah, that's really great to hear.
So I want to be happy. I want to have
Yeah.
peace of mind.
Totally. Very
Yeah.
important. What are the primary streaming services in Nigeria?
People always look out for Audiomack, Apple Music, Spotify. These are the major platforms that they go. But Nigerians in particular, maybe other, I don't know if other African countries, Nigerian audience never used to buy songs. They always go to blogs. Bloggers used to, though in a way they help us to promote the song, create awareness for the music, but we didn't used to generate a whole lot of money because they never created a platform where they have an understanding with the artist that if we post this thing on our blog, with the traffic that we generate, draw traffic to our blog, we are generating money. So what happens to the artists that are plugging their songs? Then we used to pay some bloggers for them to publish our song. We didn't even know that paying them to publish our song at the same time you help them to actually draw traffic to their platform, so they are making money. We don't make money from it. So but we spend money to create these songs. But thank God for platforms that people are beginning to get awareness about Spotify, Apple, and we are beginning to get some international audience that appreciate Afrobeat. So our fan base has expanded from just West Africa to whole Africa to Europe to America. So people are paying attention to our sound, and this is one of
Yeah.
the reasons why I'm even doing an interview today, because I'm trying to connect with a global system to actually create my awareness for my brand. So I know they respect creativity and respect people's work over there. So we are still growing, and I thank God that everybody is beginning to respect each other's creativity.
I love that. I love that. Um, so you've done a bit of touring. Have you toured as Fiokee yet, or has it primarily been playing guitar with other artists?
I'm doing that next month
Oh wow, where are you
in,
going?
in UK.
Okay.
I'm doing that next month. Already processing. I'm touring as Fiokee and Omale. Omale is the artist, so I'm just like how do I call it, a supporting artist. So at least I'm going as an individual artist, not going to play for maybe Flavour or going to play for Omale. I'm going to feature like a supporting artist. So before Omale comes on stage, I will be the one of the
Opening
artists that are
act.
gonna
Yeah.
and the opening arts that are gonna be opening for Omale before he comes on stage. Yeah. So
Nice.
for now, so this is different from Flavour is going for a tour. Okay, who is the guitarist of Flavour? Fiokee. So
Right.
as an independent brand now, I'm beginning to stand out as Fiokee in as much as I'm still working with Flavor. So I'm still able to separate myself, know when to actually focus on my own brand and still work with for Flavor if I have time. There's a balance. That's very good thing about working with Flavor. It doesn't stop me from being Fioke. I still work with him. Yeah, it's flexible.
That's great. Yeah, well, congratulations. That's very exciting to do this tour. Hopefully, it it happens. I mean, are you hearing anything from the UK? Are there concerts actually happening in clubs right now?
Yeah, the clubs are beginning to open up and concerts and all that. That's why the promoters are looking out for me to come over there and join them. So by next
Great.
month,
Great.
I'm going back to the UK for like almost
Awesome.
27 days, yeah, or thereabout.
Great. Tell me about this cut soap challenge that you had. I saw a lot of people on TikTok, on Triller, on Instagram, kind of doing a little movement to your song, lip syncing to the song. What was the cut soap challenge all about?
Yeah, I'm just trying to create more awareness. It's like a PR, creating a PR strategy to actually make the song popular. Just cause up the vibe to the song, tell your friends to vibe to the song. So it's just like a challenge. You can create content around cause up, you can vibe to the song, you can just demonstrate. So and the
Nice.
response I'm getting is very, 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 very positive. So it's like a virus. It's beginning to spread like gradually, gradually. People are feeling it. So if you keep playing it, playing it into people's face, yeah, they will get attached to the song, and before you know, they start vibing to it. So that's what I've been doing. You just have to keep pushing, 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 pushing.
I love that.
I'm doing a performance like a live version, like alternate version with this group of band called Alternate Sound. Like at least since I'm in live performance, so I like to try a live version of Cut Soap. So I'm trying to arrange for that. So which is supposed to we're supposed to record that by next week with Alternate Sound.
Yeah. Um, cool. So that's great. That's great. Um, so I noticed that people are doing this challenge on Triller. Is Triller something? Is that more popular in Nigeria than TikTok? Or are they pretty equal?
TikTok is bigger than Thriller in Nigeria,
Okay,
but
it is.
Thriller is doing well, and I love Thriller. I love their interface. I know how to use both, but I think I'm more relevant on Thriller. I'm more relevant on Thriller, though I'm still doing TikTok too. No, you have to keep as in navigating from this to this. Just have to keep pushing this stuff in every platform as
Right.
much as you can. Mm.
Yeah. Nice. Um, was it a conscious decision with you and your manager Toby to stay independent, to distribute this independently and kind of start your own record label, or are you looking to partner with a record label in the future?
If I want to partner with a record label, it should be partner as we are saying. I don't want to be under anybody's cage. I like
Mm.
freedom. I like freedom. So if you feel like you see something good from Fioke, you can actually you can actually discuss business and make it flexible. How I want to be in charge of how I release my content and how I work in my system. While we contribute, we share our efforts, put our energy together to actually achieve something good. But for now, I'm still trying to push by myself, by the grace of God. We're just pushing it gradually. If I have an investor or somebody to partner, like maybe Sony or Universal Music, if they want to partner with me, why not? If the business is good, if the terms are good, we're good to go. At least I want to grow. I don't want to. I want to. I always want to go to the next level. So, if that's going to change, take me to another level higher than this. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Awesome. That's great. Well, great, Fiokee. This has been great chatting with you. I have one final question that I ask everyone who comes on the show. What does it mean to you to make it in the new music business?
Understanding branding, understanding how to define yourself, standing out, know your craft. Make sure that you keep good relationship with your clients. Understand that your craft is just 20%. The other part is 80. Which are the parts? Brand, craft, character, personality, working relationship, the business part. You get the PR, the team you're working with, your business strategy. every other thing is 80%. So I have to understand that this music business is beyond just craft, just
Absolutely.
beyond just creating music. There are so many other things that you need to actually do right for you actually to maintain that same level, to keep
Yes.
going. Mm.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Fioke. This is great, and have a great tour next month. Best of luck on that, and
Thank you.
we'll all be looking out for your album when that is released.
Sure, it's gonna be a blast. Trust me.
I'm sure it will
Trust
be.
me, it's gonna be.
Amazing.
Thanks for
All
having me.
right. Yeah, absolutely. Have a great day.
Thanks.